on in. Come on in. I got Flo pinned up today. Flo is just pinned up, looking cute. My name is Monique. I'm a life coach, and I teach women after abuse how to take responsibility for their happiness, success, and freedom. So I've been doing a series. I won't say a series, just I've been providing information on your self-healing journey. If you would like to participate and join the class, the master class that is taking place on September the 21st. I can't talk today. That is taking place on the 21st, virtual. I would love for you to join and be there, right? But I've been providing information over the last few weeks, and I will continue to provide information to you regarding your self-healing journey and things that will take place, things that will happen, realizations, just different things that you will endure. You will go through process on your self-healing journey. So what I want to talk about today is 3 things that you will realize while on your journey, right? On this self-healing journey. And I believe we all have to heal from something. A lot of us have experienced traumas throughout our childhood. That's where it all starts. Or if you had a great childhood, but you ended up in a relationship that was abusive in your teen years or young adult years, it is important that you heal. It is important that you heal so you can make better decisions the next time. You don't want to keep repeating the cycle because you're trying to go from person to person or avoid facing the traumas, avoid facing what you've gone through, right? So it's all about healing, and it's all about coming to terms with the truth and your truth, right? So self-healing is important. And this is not, this class is not a class where, it's an informational class. It's not a deliverance class as far as, this is not a class, like church or what people would call, deliverance. Although you will get delivered, but this is a actual master class, right? So I just want to make sure I don't blend the two. Yes, although I may mention, God, but this is not, like, as they would say, selling the gospel. That's not what that is. This is an actual class, a master class, right? An actual coaching class. So I would love for you to join me September 21st. Okay. It's on Saturday. I think it's going to be at 1:00. But here are 3 things that you will realize on your self-healing journey. I think that is the topic that I have, the title. Number 1, you're going to realize on your self-healing journey, you're going to realize that you enjoy your own company. Because once you start your self-healing journey, you're going to learn to love yourself, right? A lot of us, I was one of them, really didn't love ourselves the way we thought we loved ourselves, right? Okay, you can be confident in certain areas, you can be confident in things, but if you really loved yourself, you would not allow people to abuse you. You would not allow people to mistreat you. You would stand up for yourself. You would take up for yourself. You would speak up for yourself, right? That is when you love yourself, when you can speak up and you're not passive and you're not, taking so much from people until you explode. No, you nip that in the bud in the beginning. So, I just want you all to know that's what self-love is. When you treat yourself well, when you speak well of yourself, when you think well of yourself, right? That's self-love, right? You won't let anybody come in and mistreat you and lie to you and abuse you and mistreat you for no reason and just do things to you that you don't deserve, right? You would give and love, you expect the same thing and you would demand that, right? Or otherwise that person is not going to be in your life. So that's what I was talking about when that's what I mean when I say self-love. You'll demand and expect people to treat you how you treat them, right? So I just want to talk to you all about 3 things you will realize. The one, I said it before, you will start enjoying your own company. Some people can't go anywhere by themselves. I enjoy myself. I could go anywhere by myself. Before I would always try to get somebody to go with me, as if, they're a Siamese twin or something, or some type of, but once I healed and once I started doing the work on me, I realized, oh, they got a lot of, I realized, I'm getting distracted. I realized that I enjoy my own company because I'm a people's person. Even if I go somewhere by myself, I'm not alone. I'm not lonely because I'm always striking up conversations with people. You would swear I went to those places with those people. And I love that about myself. I love that I'm very confident and I can just go anywhere by myself and blend in as if I came there with the people, And I love that. And I enjoy my company. To be honest, it's almost, I got to get out this place because I don't want to worship that. I don't want to be idolizing, spending time by myself, which, I have friends and we, spend time together. And I go out to lunch with different people, my church sisters, I invite people out to lunch. That's just my thing. I love fellowship and I love, communing with people. And I have good people that, I hang out with, right? But I love hanging out by myself. I love taking myself out. I love dating myself, right? You're going to realize spending time alone is not a curse. You're going to realize that is the most important thing you can do on your healing journey. You get to know yourself. You love and treat yourself how you expect someone who is going to come into your life to treat you. People are going to only treat you how you treat yourself. Yes, some people may try it. They may try to disrespect you, but they're going to treat you how you treat yourself. If you disrespect yourself, people are going to disrespect you. If you lie to yourself, people are going to lie to you. If you're mistreating yourself, they're going to mistreat you. Right? So you're going to enjoy spending that time alone because you finally realize you're pouring what you have poured into other people for so long. You're going to pour that into yourself. And that's not being selfish, right? As far as you're not worried about anybody else but yourself. You're neglecting your children. You're neglecting your spouse. You're neglecting your job. No, you're just taking better care of yourself. All of that energy you are pouring into other people, you put that into yourself, right? So I won't say by default, but by you pouring into yourself, then you're going to enjoy being by yourself. You're going to enjoy your own company. I enjoy my own company. I think I enjoyed it a little too much. Okay, I had to pull myself up out of it in one season. I'm like, girl, you got kids. You can't be, I'm like, girl, you got children. You can't be out here just thinking about you. You got to spend some time with them children, okay? But it was just for a season. I needed it because I was going through something that I needed to just process without dumping on my children, without having them feel, what I was going through at the time, right? So you're going to love your own company. Number 2, you're going to realize that your happiness has increased, right? When you start pouring into yourself and loving on yourself, your countenance will change, right? Your happiness, because you're doing the spiritual work, right? The things of the spirit can't be seen. When you're doing the spiritual work, when you're healing can't be seen, right? It's not a physical, it's not a tangible thing. Healing is not like I can pick up this earpiece. Let me go get my healing. It's not a thing that you can pick up, you can touch. It's things that you have to process. Okay? Healing is things you have to process. It's things that you have to do different. Healing are things that you have to acknowledge. Okay? You have to acknowledge that you were abused. You have to acknowledge that, what you went through in your childhood was wrong. You have to acknowledge that, a lot of healing is acknowledging, okay? And confronting and facing truth and not running from truth. That's healing. It's not something tangible. It's things you have to process in your mind, different behaviors you have to stop doing. Okay? That's healing. You're doing the inner work. You're changing behaviors. You're thinking about things differently. You're confronting people. You're speaking up for yourself. That's part of healing. You're calling things out. That is part of healing. Which means when I say call out, you're addressing it. You're confronting it. Because people think calling out is you got the sister girl the situation. No. So you don't have to sister girl. You don't have to snap, pop your neck and all that. You don't have to go off. No, you can just say, you know what? I don't like when you do that. When you do that to me, it don't make me feel good. And if you continue to do that, I can't be around you. Okay? That's healing. That's confronting. Okay? Just communicating, using your words. You're going to find that your happiness has increased, and it is increasing because you're doing the work. You're going to be so thankful about the small things. You're going to be thankful about the things that you've experienced, the things that you've gone through. Your gratitude is going to increase. You're going to be just happy about just simple things. I find myself thanking God about just small things, like the things that people are complaining about. I'm like, thank you, Lord. Okay? Thank you, Lord. It's like gratitude over I be thanking God for small stuff, like, Lord, thank you for warm water, because I don't like bathing in cold water. I know hot water is not good for your skin, but I cannot take a shower in cold water. It got to be scalding hot, okay? Skin melting off me. It got to be so hot. But just simple things like just having food to eat and a roof over my head. People think this because I don't know if you all noticed, but there's an increase of homelessness. People are homeless. It's an increase, and it's forever increasing. And if you have somewhere to stay, somewhere warm, clean, peaceful, safe, you are blessed. Don't complain about what you have or where you live or, what you don't have. Be thankful for what you have, because most people don't have that. And see, when you learn to be content and happy with what you have, then God will bless you with more anyways. It's a byproduct of you being thankful and grateful and gracious. It's a byproduct. So number one, you will enjoy being a loner, right? Spending time with yourself. Number two, your happiness will increase. And number three, you're going to remove yourself from anyone that is operating on that low vibrational energy. Like, if you're around people and they're operating on that low negative energy, you're going to exclude yourself. You're going to remove yourself quietly. You're not going to explain. You're not going to be in this, well, why you're doing this, or why you're not going to be in that state, because you're doing too much work on you. And you don't have time to babysit someone else and their vibes and their vibration. You're going to remove yourself expeditiously. You're going to pull back. You're going to pull back. Right? Yep, you're going to pull back. Exclude yourself from people who operate in that low vibrational negative energy. Right? You're going to do that expeditiously. You're not going to have too much tolerance for things that are negative and people who are not working on themselves, because you're doing too much work on you. You're in a happy place. You're in a place that you're spiritually thriving, and it's going to be it's frustrating to be around people who are not working on themselves and who are just negative and just they're not doing the work. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you hate the people. You don't have to dislike them. It just means that you can't be around them in this season. Right? Those are three things you will realize. You will realize you got to pull back your energy. You got to pull it back and remove yourself. Right? I had a bonus. I meant to write it down, but I didn't write it down. It just popped in my head and it left. That's why I'm always carrying a pen and notepads, because I get so many ideas and messages. I just have to write them down before I forget. So, because I don't rehearse anything, this stuff just comes to me and I just try to jot it down before I get on and do a video. So, one, you will enjoy being, you're going to enjoy your own company, being alone. You're going to realize your happiness has increased. Like you are going to be foreign to some people because you're always smiling and you're just joyous. Your spirit is happy, right? And it's not like you're going to be like that every day, but 95% of the time, you're happy. Your spirit, your happiness has increased because you're loving on yourself. You're taking all that energy and you're filling your cup up. You're feeding yourself. And that's the thing. When you feed yourself the energy you are giving to other people, that you're trying to pour into them, that you're trying to show them, and they're just sucking the life out of you. They're sucking the life out of you. And you're trying to give them love and show them love and do everything for them. You reverse that. You started loving on yourself. You start filling your cup up. When you fill your cup up, then you can give people what you have from your overflow. Like it's like a cup when you're pouring water in the cup. Like when the cup is full, the stuff, whatever is pouring out of the cup, that's what you give to other people. And you're going to realize that. You're going to realize your happiness will increase. And when your happiness increase, everything changes for you. Life look different for you, right? You start attracting healthy people in your life. You start attracting the right people. Because what the enemy loves to do, he loves to use people to distract you. He loves to use negative, low vibrational people to come into your life to always distract you from your abundance, right? Have you ever noticed when you're around people who are negative, they're distracting, whether it's family, friends, spouse, in-laws, children, whomever. You ever notice when they're around you, they're taking up all of your energy? You can't focus on what's good. You can't focus on your health. You can't focus on praying. You can't focus on doing good things for you. Because all of your energy and focus is tied up into their shenanigans. Have you ever noticed that? All of your energy, all of who you are is tied up into their shenanigans with what they got going on. You can't even lose weight. You can't even focus on cooking you a good meal because you wrapped up in their foolishness. You can't even pray right because you're wrapped up in their foolishness. What they family got going on, what they friends got going on, what they mama got going on, what their cousin got going on. Everything is just negative when you're around people who are low vibrational. You can't focus on the good things. You can't focus on elevation because their negative energy is bringing you down. Their negative energy is bringing you down. You can't focus on elevating because you're too busy on the bottom fighting over nonsense, things that don't make sense, and this low vibrational negative energy. And you're trying to elevate, and you can't elevate because I don't care how positive you are. Let me tell you something. You can be so positive. You can be the best encourager, the best motivator. But if you're around a negative, dark entity, that energy is going to bring you down. That energy is going to bring the life force out of you. That energy don't have to say nothing. Just by them being in your presence, that energy is siphoning your energy. That's how negative and demonic being around somebody who's negative is. Just them being in your presence. You all have experienced that. Let me know if you experienced walking around. You can feel people's energy. You don't have to be psychic. You don't have to be some strange. You don't have to be nobody strange or spooky to realize that people's energy is dark and heavy. Even when they're not saying anything. I know I can feel it. Even when they're trying to be nice, I can feel that dark energy. I can feel what their mouth is not saying. I can feel, oh girl, you cute today, and I can sense the real energy. You don't have to be spooky. You don't have to be extra. If your spirit is quiet and you learn to just be quiet and be alone, and if you know who you are, and you're just sensitive in the spirit, you can pick up on people's energy. You know if it's genuine or not. And I know it's hard for me to fake stuff. I know. I'll be kind and cordial, but that's it. You won't get past this wall. You won't get past this. When I feel that energy on folks, I never get close to them. Because I know they're ready to burn me at any time. And to keep from being burnt, I learned to trust my my spirit. Trust what my spirit tell me. Yep. So that's what I want to come share with you all. The 3 things you will realize. You would realize on your self-healing journey. Right? 3 things you will realize. And number 1, I said you will realize you enjoy your own company. Number 2, your happiness will increase. And number 3, you're going to exclude yourself as quick as possible from people who are vibrating low. That negative energy, you're going to exclude yourself ASAP. It's an ASAP type of day. ASAP. So you all be blessed, and I hope you all would love. I hope you all would I would love for you all. Not I hope you love. I would love for you all to join the Self-Healing Masterclass that has been held on September 21st. The information is on my community page, and I also will put the information here under this video in the description as soon as I get to my laptop. But other than that, you all be blessed, and I hope you all enjoyed the message. You all have a good evening.